Jai Sadama, everyone. This is Sadhvi Siddhali Shree here with my spiritual teacher and guru, Acharya Shree Yogeesh, for the next episode of Acharya Shree's podcast. Acharya Shree is a respected enlightened one who has helped thousands of souls progress on their spiritual path and totally transform. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to click on the bell so you are notified when we post again. Welcome to all of our new listeners, and thank you for tuning in. Matanvanami Acharya Shree.
Jai Siddhartha.
Jai Siddhartha. Acharya Shree, we had a very long episode last time, very in-depth and comprehensive, discussing racism. And after we finished the episode, you had mentioned, we can continue talking about this because there's so much more to be said, right?
Yes.
So I thought with this episode, we can kind of come back and focus more on the bigger theme of discrimination and prejudice in our society. And discrimination is this is the definition, discrimination is the unjust or prejudicial treatment of different categories of people. And the bigger types of discrimination are age, disability, sexual orientation, status as a parent, religious discrimination, national origin, pregnancy, sexual harassment, and race, color, and sex, which the last one we talked about in our last episode. And then, of course, prejudice is the incorrect attitude towards a group of people, whereas discrimination is prejudice plus action. So this is really big in our society. So I would love to get your thoughts on, and your opinion on discrimination, prejudice, and how we can begin to eliminate this from our society, because it is hurting people. People are hurting people, and it's in the mind. So is a non-judgmental society possible? It's a big question. So I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Yeah, we were talking last episode about color and prejudice.
Racism,
yes. Colorism, racism.
Yes.
Yeah, it is related topics, these today too, like prejudice. That's what you were telling me, prejudice, like definition. That prejudice is actually if I will put in words, I will put this way, that everyone in the society, instinctively, they are judgmental. They are born that way for the survival.
Judgment, not prejudice.
No, not
judgment. Yes.
Judgment. So, when this judgment expands to protect themselves or ourselves, so this judgmental ideas, whatever, it begin to spread towards other people, right? Like animals, suppose. Instinctively, animal knows how to protect. This I cross this road or not cross this road, right? That I will get hit by the car. So, but they make instinctively, they judge it and they cross the road, right? So when it expands in the society, because human has a developed mind, and developed mind begin to think a lot of things. Their instincts are gone, right? They are born with it, with judgment, right?
Instinct, judgment.
Instinct, judgment. But human, they lose their instinct after a while. Why? Because lot of tension, lot of burden, lot of responsibility, lot of worries, lot of panic attack, lot of like always stress in the society, right? and they begin to lose their instinct.
They're disconnected.
They get disconnected. And when they disconnect it, they begin to misjudge people. If they still connected with the instinct, they're never going to misjudge. Right? So, animals, suppose. Animal, they don't disconnect with the instinct. They are instinctively work. So, they are not as judgmental as human. Human developed mind. Ideas enter into their mind. I am superior than this. I am better than this. Right?
Right.
So, even though Christianity says, don't ye judge, right? They say,
Right.
hey, if you are born with it, how cannot you judge? Right?
Right.
Either you don't born with it. If you are born with it, how you will not have judgment? You always will have judgment. Maybe it can be less. That can, as long as your intellect increases, your wiseness spreads, you become so kind of a realized person, experienced person. Maybe it become less and less and less. But if you will stay on the same level, what society is, I don't think so. You can get rid of this judgment. So, don't ye judge doesn't apply in the society, seems like. Even though it is a good way to say, don't ye judge. I'm not saying that I'm not against of it. But if you are born with instinct that, how you will not going to judge? If you are born with judgment, right? Instinctively. But yes, human, they go a little too far. Too far is, now they lost that instinct. Most of people, only babies have instinct. But as soon as they grown up, they begin to lose their instinct. But the animal world, they never lose their instinct. Even little ant, they don't lose their instinct. Little fly, little butterfly, little bee, bugs, they work instinctively. Human, they don't. They work with the desire. And that desire expands this judgment even more. And when this judgment expands more, then prejudice begins.
So it's judgment mixed with desire equals
To prejudice.
Huh. Desire.
Desire.
What kind of desire? Explain, please.
Desire to have more things, more luxuries, and better clothes, better looking, right? And what they say, that ego, that I have everything, they don't have anything. This any desires in the world, worldly desires.
So basically, okay, now I'm starting to see, because I never thought of desire, but now I'm seeing that because of the desire, so the instinct to judge is trying, or to survive, is now trying to protect the desires of the person. So it becomes very polluted.
Yeah.
And it becomes prejudice because now they're trying to protect themselves. Maybe.
That instinct got polluted by desire. Right? Instinctively, person is hungry, they will seek food. That is instinct. Right?
Right.
But they don't seek ice cream or cake. Right?
Gotta love
or
cake.
Dessert.
That fulfills my hunger.
So, that's what you need to understand. It got polluted, our instinct, with the desire, and it become prejudice. And prejudice makes, create lot of lot of hate towards other people. That is the prejudice.
So would you say, so then it's desires, not ego, that's the problem? Because in our last episode, you were talking about ego and ignorance. But now you're bringing up desire. So
if you ask me real definition of prejudice,
just tell me
that's
the
what
truth.
that's what I am trying to tell you. Is a judgment mixed up with the desire. It becomes prejudice. And that is very dangerous in the society. Why? They will pollute our all atmosphere. Because human mind is so strong, developed. When they think negatively forever. It doesn't go. Negativity doesn't go. Hate doesn't go. Right? But like prejudiced people, I think they're still okay to live in the society. Because only idea, they are polluting the whole atmosphere, environment.
With their thoughts.
Right, with their thought. But they are not killing other people. Prejudice doesn't mean they will kill the other person. That is idea enter into their mind with the that what I mentioned already. But that idea is little too strong. But it doesn't mean they will take action. Who takes action? The person who believe in discrimination.
Right, they discriminate.
They discriminate. And that discrimination is a very bad behavior of human. It is like that bad behavior, like anger, suppose. When anger enters into somebody's mind, without thinking, he attacks. Discriminative people, they will take action. But prejudiced people, they will not take action. Let me define a little more. Like, we are here, out of nowhere, not in the city, out of city.
Or in the countryside.
It is considered Bible Belt. People are very prejudiced towards us. Not all of it.
No.
But we live in the Bible Belt, right? But are they discriminative people? No.
No, they don't take action.
They don't take action.
I was actually surprised because I grew up in LA and I thought there would be graffiti all over our Siddhayatan retreat sign outside.
14 years.
And it's been clean this entire time.
It is standing there, not in little scratch or graffiti.
Right.
In LA, big cities, graffiti next day.
Right. But yes, we don't experience
So
that.
they are not, that is called discrimination. Maybe they are good people, but idea, prejudice, got polluted, their instinct. They can be judgmental, but not really bad people because they don't take action. Discriminative people, they will. Discrimination is a very, like, in the worst thing in the society. And we discriminate people. Rich people will discriminate. Right?
Everybody discriminates, I think.
Yeah, everybody discriminates. And like, it is saying in English, birds together, the birds of the feather
flock together.
Flock together. Like rich flocks with the rich, poor remain with the poor, friends. Because they cannot be friends, right? Because it's too much. Big difference. They don't want to. Because prejudice can be many different ways. Like color, it doesn't look good. White color, and they will be prejudiced. Like the black color or brown color, they will be prejudiced towards the white. I have seen and heard by myself the colored people, they talk about the white color, that hey, what a color they have. They cannot protect even their own skin, right? No pigment, strong pigment. But like they talk about it, doesn't mean they're going to hate them. No, they're not discriminative people.
It depends on the intention, I think. If they're just talking about science, that in that view, then that's one thing. If it has a different frame of mind or a polluted mind, then it can go into judgment
Right.
and prejudicial thoughts.
They can. But not necessarily they will going to kill person. No. But only dangerous people in the society is discrimination they believe in. I think we better talk about discrimination. It is very bad. Like suppose prejudice is just a kind of bad attitude towards other people, bad thoughts.
Negative attitude.
Thoughts. But discrimination is a bad behavior. And bad behavior, what about the person is when he is behaving is angry? In anger, they become mad. They can kill the person, they can hurt the person. Prejudiced people will not do it. They will talk about it, but they will not do it.
But the prejudiced thoughts can lead
towards the discrimination.
Right.
That's what it is. I think the best thing is if we can learn by what I teach. I always teach that Vasudha eva kutumbakam. The whole earth is my family. If we put in people's mind this idea that the whole earth is my family, then whom we discriminate? Animal, birds, human, or trees, river, mountain, stars, moons? No. The whole earth, whole universe is mine and my family. If we teach people that, hey, look at, if we are all children of God, as religion teaches, right? All religion teaches that. We are all children of God. So if we are all children of God, including birds, animals, trees, whatever you see it, human, we are all children of God. So why don't we live lovingly, right? With compassion. That's what we need to do. Otherwise, things are going to happen no matter what. And it is not in your hand. Like two things, never into our hand. Where we're going to be born and when we're going to die. Everything else is in our hand. Like we can reduce prejudice if person is prejudiced a lot by teaching them non-violence, love, and very positive ideas, right? It will reduce it. That's what all the religions supposed to teach. Not to teach that my religion is better than you.
That's where it is.
That is prejudice.
Yeah.
It will create more prejudice in the society.
Right.
So, and people will be judgmental.
I think that applies to religion and politics.
Both, yeah. That's what I always tell. In the society, only 3 people are better. Whole society is better. But unfortunately, all 3, they are wrong. Leader. Mostly leaders are wrong. Preacher. They are preaching wrong. Leader, preacher, and teacher. Teacher in the school, if they become better, all these, I need only 3 people to be better. Whole society will be better.
Well, then we need to get the preachers, leaders, and teachers
That's
to the
it.
ashram.
That's what we need.
Let's have a workshop.
That's what we need.
That would
If
change
these
society.
3 people change, whole society will change. I guarantee you. Because then you will put down this religion is not good, that religion is not good, that is not good. So we're putting down all the time. So we will put down all the religion. So because there is no intelligence in it. Because the preachers, they are teaching wrong way. Hey, all religion, basically, no, they don't believe in violence or killing people, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you read their holy text, nobody says, hey, go kill people.
Right.
Not in the holy books or their text. But I don't know where they get this idea.
Mm-hmm.
The hate increases, right? They got polluted by it. And they begin to put other people down, or other religion down, other people down, or their color, or their sex, or their pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this pregnant lady.
Well, yeah, or they don't want to have children, right? Or, even in families, they say, oh, she's 35 and she's not married yet, or she doesn't have children yet. This is all judgment.
Yes.
Employers can discriminate, like, oh, she's going to be pregnant, right? And that means she can't work for the company. I'm not going to hire her because she's going to be out for
6 months.
6 months,
Yeah.
right? So that's discrimination because now they're acting on that. So how, it's nice to think about, like, let's overcome discrimination by practicing nonviolence and changing our thoughts. But it's a big thing in our society. So preacher, leader, teacher. What else?
These three is enough, actually. If we can change them, the society will be totally different.
How do we make them willing? Because, and that's the thing, when you're a leader, teacher, or preacher, there's a level of ego already, right? Or they already think they know it all, or they're the best, or they're an influencer, or they have, or they're famous. So their ego might be too big.
Too big, yeah.
So,
ego is too big.
So it's actually a very big challenge then. Like if you bring in all the top religious people, the Pope, the whatever religion or the politicians, and you say these good things, they cannot go back to their congregation or to their followers a changed person. They won't, because then they feel bad. Oh, I was not a good leader, teacher, preacher. So how do you inspire them to be willing? How do you inspire them to change? Because I think that is very difficult.
Well, the person who is not willing to come to that kind of conference already, it shows that person is not changeable. Or that preacher is not changeable, or that leader is not changeable, or that teacher is not changeable. If they are willing to talk about it, even talk in the conference, in the society somewhere, wherever we organize this kind of conference, right? So it shows they have little ability to change. And they might get good ideas, and they will give a right direction to the society.
Right? They're humble.
They become humble. And the more humble person becomes, the society begin to love that person.
It's interesting because I think people think humility is a weakness when it's actually
it is the root.
Highest quality.
It is the root of the all spirituality. That's what it is, humbleness. Humbleness is the root of Dhamma. Dhamma means the path, the right path. Yeah, that's what it is. When people are willing to come in that kind of talk or that kind of conferences, it shows already they have little ability to change themselves.
Right.
No matter they are leader, but they might become better leader. We are not trying to change, don't be a leader. No, be a leader.
A good one.
Good one. That's it. The good leader in the society or in the nation, like a president of United States, if there is no war on the earth, that is a good leader. They have ability to stop that war.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't have ability to stop, there's something messing up with that leader. Is not fully clarity or ability or has no far vision.
Mm-hmm.
So good leader when your country is superpower, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have ability. If we think to the right direction, there will not be a war at all on this earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need to change, that idea. Idea can be changed by talking,
Dialogue.
learning, dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
That is the way to change the society. Otherwise, it will be all this mess everywhere. It is there.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much we teach, don't teach us, we still keep judging.
Mm-hmm. No, I think you're right. I think with, especially with dialogue, because people judge each other, right? Or they discriminate or they're prejudiced. And then you bring them all into one room. And then they actually start sharing their stories, their trauma, their pain, their emotions, their struggles.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all start to see that, yes, there are things that differentiate them, but then there's also things that are very similar. That they are all human. That it's that kind of tapping into the humanity, I guess, and realize we truly are in this all the same. We both experience pain. We also experience joy, maybe in different forms, and we're in different places in our life, but those things are universal.
Yeah, that's what sometimes, like I give an example. Example was that sometimes I think water is better than human.
Water.
Is a river flowing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody is thirsty, a black person or a white person or a brown person or a lion or a goat or a snake
Or a fly or a bee.
and fly bee, it doesn't say that I'm not going to finish your thirst. You can drink it, but I'm not going to. No, all are welcome, right? Whoever drink is, water will finish their thirst, right? That's what we supposed to be, like a water. If we can become like that, our ideas, prejudice, our idea of judgment, idea of judging other people, or idea of discrimination, it is going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
We can learn from nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we believe that the children, they hit the rocks to the fruit, to the tree to get the fruit?
Mm-hmm.
Even tree get hit, it still give the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Learn it. Hey, somebody criticizing you, don't get mad on it. Still give it. And sometimes I think when people criticize you, you're supposed to get more learning.
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody appreciates you, always praising you, you might get ego.
You don't learn.
You don't learn.
Right.
I think criticism make us learn.
Well, I remember you said one time criticism is your favorite diet.
Oh yeah, it is diet.
It's vegetarian.
Yeah, right. People criticize me all the time. Even I am not here, they are still criticizing.
Mm-hmm.
I am maybe traveling other country, and people come, why his picture is here? You are bothered by picture? What about the real person if comes there?
Mm-hmm.
You are bothered by the picture only. So this is like we need to change their ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Idea is Just we can learn from the nature.
What are your, let's say,